Hey everybody, Breath from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Warhammer Empire campaign Let's Play. And in fact, this might be the last episode. This is by far my least watched series. And I think we've gone on for quite a while now. I know we've gone on for quite a while now. I think we've gone on for long enough. This should be the 25th episode, I believe, and we've already staved off the forces of chaos, and so really it's just a matter of cleaning things up at this point. So I think we'll have one last little hurrah here in this episode, and then we will call it a campaign, and move on to other, hopefully more entertaining things. So, our goal for today is, namely, to get some revenge on Wissenland here Averland, not Wissenland. This is Wissenland. I was reading the wrong thing. We're going to get revenge on Averland for taking Feildorf from us. So that's our goal for today. And before we attempt to do that, I just want to remind you guys to hit that like button if you enjoyed the series so far. And don't forget to subscribe as well. It's the best way to follow along with anything that might end up replacing this series, as well as maybe going back and watching it from the beginning if you enjoyed it. So, with that said, I think we're going to have Karl engage their army here. They did take a little bit of losses in that battle taking Feildorf. The garrison there, unfortunately, was very small, and so they didn't take as many as I would have liked. But I still think we've certainly got the advantage here. Our cavalry vastly outnumbers theirs. They don't have any cavalry, in fact. So it's really just a matter of holding the line while we outflank them and destroy their artillery. We should probably make sure we're not force marching our way there. And let's do this. So this is pretty one-sided according to the game, but we are going to fight this nonetheless. Magic resistance I'm going to give to Karl. And what is this? Banner of Swiftness. How about the Knights? Actually, I'll give it to one of my Reichsguard. Okay, let's do this thing. Alright, so here we are. Let's get our line set up. Actually, this is a pretty nice deployment zone. Unfortunately, they're more than likely not going to make any attempt to engage me, so I can't really count on having this terrain at my back when things kick off. Let's get pretty spread out here because we are fighting a much larger infantry force, or I should say melee infantry force. So we need to be able to tie up quite a few of them with each one of our swordsmen there. And this is actually a very terrible spot. Let's try this again. Give me all of you guys. I do not want to be deploying in the trees. How about like so? That looks good. Now that I need you guys on this flank right here. And if you guys would cover this flank here, that'd be great. That's good enough. Halberdiers in the middle. You're gonna basically support whoever needs it. And then we'll do the crossbowmen across the front of the formation, as always. And I need to pay attention to them, and hopefully I don't completely blow that this time around. Reichsguard are going to take up the left flank. Empire Knights are going to take up the right flank. Artillery in the back. We'll give them a little bit of distance so that I can fit the crossbowmen in between, in front of them, when we need to do that. And then Karl, why don't you hang out right here? That looks pretty good. Let's lock that in. We'll get started here, and why don't you guys march to about there. And I guess I will see you guys when that is done. Okay, so we're coming up into range here. The artillery is going to wheel around in just a second and start bombarding them. I imagine we can probably assume the same for their artillery in just a second here. It looks like they are going to start moving down the hill slightly. Yeah, here they come. So, let's go ahead and start engaging them. Yeah, we're definitely taking mortar fire here. They're going after my cavalry, so we couldn't quite avoid that hit. Let's get you guys out of the way. Wow, I don't know how we managed to dodge all those. Let's get the rest of the cavalry out that way. Crossbowmen are going to start engaging here. And I'd like you guys to get up that hill. Unfortunately, we are, moving uphill, so it is going to take a little bit longer. But we have all the ranged units on the map, with the exception of those 2 mortars, and the cavalry are going to deal with those as soon as possible. And once that happens, this should go relatively smoothly. So, Reichsguard, if you could please get up there and hit them. Knights, I need you on them. Let's slow things down for just a second, and we'll get our crossbowmen back. And I'm going to do this a little bit earlier than I normally would, just because we've seen what happens when I wait too long. That unit has already been utterly decimated. Come on, start retreating. Come on, I need you to retreat. There it is. Okay. Yeah, their lord is getting up on us fairly quick here. Carl, where did you go? I need you to go deal with their lord, if you please. Crossbowmen, you really need to keep moving. They're trying their best to outflank me. It's not going to work. Spears, I need you to adjust your lines to make sure that they don't get beyond your reach. Let's see, halberdiers, why don't you join that fight? And I don't know what my mortars are doing, but let's make sure they're not firing on their own men. So either of these would be great choices. Just don't launch... Yeah, don't do that. Are we already winning? That's kind of insane. No, they're firing at the... Okay, they are firing over here. So once you guys wrap up there, I'm going to move you down the hill. Let's see. They're actually breaking over there. That's pretty interesting. I didn't think we would be able to hold that long. You guys can come help flank these swordsmen right here. Go ahead and hit them in the back. Crossbowmen, why don't you get out that way? You guys can maybe move to here and start shooting them at an angle. You're doing just fine. Cavalry, if you'd please move down the hill without engaging those swordsmen. I would love it if you would just smash into these guys right here. Let's see, Reichsguard. Reichsguard, I want you on those swordsmen there. Empire Knights, I want you on these spearmen here. And Carl, I don't know where you went, but just keep doing your thing. Hold the line, that should help. Keep doing your thing. You guys just hold fire. Yeah, abandon your artillery because I do not want any friendly fire here. There's their lord right there, so Carl, can you deal with him? Who did I just send in there? Oh god, no. You guys stay where you're at. Carl, I need you attacking Marius, and why don't you use your potion too? Just to make you a little bit tougher. These Reichsguard are hopefully going to just wipe these guys out. Here come the Empire Knights to hopefully break their ranks right here. That was quite the hit. It actually knocked some of those guys past our lines. Now that that's been done and they're hopefully sufficiently broken, let's pull back and we're going to help out this side. You guys were not supposed to get bunched into that. Keep moving if you don't mind. Swordsmen, I need all of you in that fight, not just some of you. Whatever is happening there, don't. Okay, here we go. Crossbowmen, right there. That's perfect. Knights, I need you in that. Let's see. Reichsguard, right about there is good. The rest of you pull back this way. Man, these crossbows just cannot move intelligently. Okay, Reichsguard in there. And if that doesn't break them, I don't know what will. You guys should be firing into their ranks. Okay, why don't you start engaging them, and I'll put you guys on skirmish mode. Meanwhile, you're firing on them, right? Okay, you're going to be on skirmish as well. These spearmen need to join in here. But the battle looks like it's over. Yep. So that actually went fairly well. We did lose a lot of swordsmen, but all things considered, I think we did pretty well there. Okay, so apparently we stole one of their mortars. We gained a whole bunch of loot. We got a militiaman follower. Hopefully a bunch of XP. Not as much as I would have liked, but some XP. And they've been completely wiped out. So considering that the numbers were dead even, I think we did really, really good there. They lost, I think, about 800 men before, obviously, they were completely wiped out. So basically we had like a 4-to-1 kill ratio, which I think is pretty good, all things considered. Our swordsmen hung in there and did a really good job. The spearmen obviously did really well as well. And then the crossbowmen really came through for us. Actually, let's see, who got the most kills? Probably the Reichsguard. The Empire Knights did really well too. But I think the Reichsguard were like the MVPs there. Karl got about 100 as well. Actually, damn. Never mind. Look at these swordsmen. 100 killed. Okay, the swordsmen are definitely the MVPs then. But yeah, so we wiped them out. That should have been their main force. Or their only force, hopefully. I'm going to reoccupy this. Because obviously that was mine. I'd like to have it back. And Wissenland is now resecured, so I can take the public order bonus. Hopefully that offsets the -4 we're going to get from moving forward here. And let's see, do I want that upgrade? Probably not, at least not yet. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, same place. Nuln, also same place. So nothing to upgrade there. But wow, yeah, look at all the land we lost. So it's only a matter of time until we take it back. I think you guys are going to move on to Averheim next turn, but you do have room to recruit some more. So do I want artillery or do I want something else? That's an awful lot of artillery, and we did just get one for free. Honestly, I don't think we're going to bother recruiting there. I'd like more halberdiers, but that's not an option where we are. I want to be able to move next turn, and we can't do that if we recruit from the global pool. Altdorf, what are you doing? Okay, so that's basically all at capacity. I really don't see much else for us to do here, unless, actually, Balthazar is ready to roll. Do you have enough men to take Kemperbad? I hope so. Colonize, yeah, do that. Indeed. So Kemperbad is now ours, and I'm going to merge a couple of these. Yeah, merge them all together. And I can't recruit here yet, so we'll just hang on with what we've got. Meanwhile, let's get that upgraded. And that should do it for this turn. We're going to continue to push back Averland. And I don't remember if we're at war with the vampire counts. It appears that we are, so we might make a move on them as well. Alright, so apparently we completed an objective there. I honestly didn't even realize we were doing that, but apparently we did. So we get 6,000 gold. And the Brass Sentinel speaks. Hindered movement or Chaos Corruption. I guess I'll take the hindered movement. And we have a new objective to hit 14 more settlements for 8,000 gold. We probably won't accomplish that considering this is going to be our final hurrah. So, are you guys ready to move? Unfortunately, with that movement hindrance... Oh, apparently we can still get to Averheim. So, let's go ahead and do that. And...
No peace, just war.
Let's auto-resolve that one, because it is a walled siege, and I absolutely hate those, and we also don't have time for it. So we'll take Averheim back, and hopefully we can wipe out Averland once and for all. We only lost 150 men there. I definitely would not have done as well as the AI did there. I'm going to loot and occupy. Why not? Let's level up Carl. And I think I would like Deathclaw. Yes, please. And hopefully he shows up on the map. Because we're in the garrison, he's not going to show up, but he should if we move out. Can I recruit anything here? Just Pistoliers. I am not fond of Pistoliers. Let's get this upgraded. Let's get this repaired. And let's get this repaired. And, oh, there is still some chaos around. I thought we wiped them out. Apparently they still have some men left. But, we'll probably just leave it alone. If you guys really want me to continue the series, I'll consider it. But, unless there's a huge outcry for it, I am going to move on. Because, again, there's a lot of other games to play. And there's a lot of other people playing this game on YouTube. It's by far my least popular series. So, I figured we've seen and done enough. I think it's time for something else. So, is there really anything else for us to do here? I don't think there is. And in fact, we're running out of time, so I guess we'll just end it right here. And again, if you guys really want me to keep playing, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely take you guys' opinions into consideration. But I know there's not a lot of people watching this because I see the numbers. So if it's only a handful of people, unfortunately, we're going to end it and we're going to play something else. But I'd like to keep playing Total War, whether it be, I mean, maybe not Warhammer because we're just finishing Warhammer, but there's a lot of really cool mods being worked on for different Total War games right now, and I'd love to look at some of them, maybe. Unfortunately, most of them don't have any sort of single-player content yet, so it's kind of difficult, but there is a Game of Thrones mod being done for Total War Attila, as well as a basically a Total War Medieval, or a Total War, I guess it was Total War Medieval, what am I thinking, yeah. So like a Total War Medieval or a Total War Medieval 2 remake being done for Attila as well. They both look amazing, but again, I think they only have a couple of factions done, and they're only available for like quick battles, so maybe we'll do something like that. Or maybe we'll just play a completely different game. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I've obviously got a few of my own, but I'm always happy to hear what you guys have to think, and if you've got any ideas of what might be fun to look at, I'm all ears. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I've had a great time playing Total War Warhammer with you guys. Really love the game. It definitely met my expectations. I'm not going to say it exceeded them because I had pretty high expectations for the game. And I've played, I think, 60 or somewhere between 60 and 80 hours of the game, and I've really enjoyed it. It definitely lacks a little bit of the depth that the older Total War games had, especially like Total War Rome, the original Rome, which I absolutely love. And even compared to like Attila, obviously you don't have the family tree type stuff going on there. But honestly, I enjoyed this game immensely more than I enjoyed Attila. So I think there is something to be said for that. I think the addition of the heroes and the little RPG elements that they added to them was really cool. I obviously love the fantasy elements in this, and overall I just absolutely love the game. And I'll probably continue to play it in my free time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys back here for my next series.